loves. How are you? Thank you for joining me. We're just going to wait a little bit to get set up for a few other people to join us. Thank you for joining us this evening on this beautiful new moon. I'm pretty excited. All right. Have my lovely daughter in the background there looking and keeping an eye on the messages and who would like a reading and so on and so forth.
You can start with talking about why the new moon is so important. Just in the background.
Okay. So, before we get to our readings, I just want to kind of touch base a little bit about the new moon and the energy and all of the beautiful things that are coming with it. This one is like a supercharged, superpowered new moon vibe. We've come right out of the spring equinox, spring solstice, which was yesterday, and we're in that energy for a couple of weeks. So it's just all of this beautiful energy of new beginnings and abundance and joy and rebirth and all these kind of wonderful things. So now is the time to do what you need to do to manifest and to create and to basically have yourself in a place of receiving. So we've spent a lot of time clearing energy and releasing and surrendering and all this kind of stuff. So that's been the last couple of years, but especially the last few weeks with leading up to this energy and this new vibration. So now's our time before we hit eclipse season, which is April 21st, I believe, which we will be feeling in a couple of weeks, as well as the retrograde. So we have our first Mercury retrograde of the year beginning in April as well. So now is the time. Venus began its journey with the North Node on, I believe, in Taurus. Yeah, in Taurus on March the 20th. So that was yesterday as well. So all of these energies have just compiled and they're just like in complete support of, the journey we're on and the life we're trying to create and all the things that we want to support our new beginnings. So this is like pushing us to express like our true selves and our authentic selves and being intrinsic and really aligning with what is for our highest and greatest good, really aligning with our authentic truth. So it's just kind of that time to go within. And yesterday I had encouraged everyone to write their stories. So how do you, like your higher vibrational self is already living your best life. So it's about how does that look to you? So you're writing your story. So my name's Allison, and I would say Allison is living her best life. She has created and balanced the energy for, a life of freedom and joy and bliss. And this is what my home looks like. This is what my career looks like. This is what my partner looks like. All of this kind of stuff. So how does your higher vibrational life look? Write your story because you're creating it. You are literally in this energy of creating it right now. So take the time to write your story. And it doesn't have to be in story form, so to speak. It can just be point form notes. Like, what does your bedroom look like in your dream house? What does your garden look like? What does your career look like? Like, are you traveling? Like, however you see your higher self living your best life, create it, because that is a story you are in the midst of creating for yourself. So this moon today just adds this extra oomph of energy. So it's a time for personal growth and endings and beginnings and rebirths and, empowerment and taking yourself to a whole different level, because we are literally being supported by the entire universe, especially with Venus in the North Node, because that's our power center as well. And Venus is about love and passion and joy and bliss and all these wonderful things. So also March March on the 23rd goes with Pluto entering Aquarius. So that's a whole other vibe as well. So the Pluto's a planet of wealth, a planet of change and mystery and death and rebirth and all these kind of amazing things. Again, supporting this creation energy that we're in with everything else. So the last time Pluto entered Aquarius was around 1777. So that was quite a long time ago. And it's just put us in this powerhouse of receiving, this powerhouse of what do you want? Like, what do you want for yourself? How do you want your life to look? And it's just, it's supportive, and it's not letting us kind of dilly-dally anymore. It's really forcing us to show our hand and like, what do you really want in life, right? Pluto is also like a fiery planet, which is transformative, and it's really transforming our collective knowledge and our collective strength in personal power. And it's like, it's a transformer, basically. So it's transformative energy, and we're being asked to align with that and to utilize that and to engage with that power so that we can make the changes we want in our lives. It's like, it's a revamp of what was, so that we're creating what we want. And it's no longer about serving others. It's about serving you and serving your healed ego in confidence and in love and in how you want to live your life and what is best for you, because the better you are, the better the people around you are. We can't give from an empty cup. We can't give from a place where we don't have anything left. So, you know, taking that time to reassess and, you know, decide, you know, what is best for me, for my highest and my greatest good. And that means like we're letting go of bitterness. We're letting go of judgment and anger and all of these low vibrational like completely useless energies. It's going to be with us in that form for 3 months, about 3 months. And then in January of next year, it'll be stationed in Aquarius. Pluto will be stationed in Aquarius for about 20 or 30 years. So this is the time. This is the time. Aquarius is about freedom. Aquarius is about flexibility and creativity and progress and change, and, you know, asking yourself what are you creating for yourself? What is the story you're telling yourself? What is the story that you want to create for yourself? What is your intention? You know, where are you putting your energy? Because remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So, you know, Aries is ushering in a whole fiery power to put our awakening energies into hyperdrive and you know, overdrive. So it's about passion. It's about being fearless in going after what you want, and that's energetically, because when you know that you deserve something, when you know that you're worthy of something, when you know that the life you want is within your grasp and it's all up to you, then you have to use that fiery passion to really, you know, burn everything else down that doesn't believe in that. So outdated aspects of yourself that maybe that little devil on your shoulder kind of thing that wants to talk shit into you and the choices that you want to make for yourself and the life that you want to create for yourself. That's the voice of the unhealed ego that doesn't like change. That's the voice of limitations, right? So you have to think in a limitless way, in a place of, I am limitless in what I can accomplish in my life and how I can live my life. And that's kind of where we're at with this energy. So Aries, you know, represents fertility and new beginnings and setting intentions and fertilizing your soul's desire and really asking you to visualize in order to create. So we're human beings, and we like to keep this limited version of how life should be because we're programmed in thinking that we need to sacrifice to be happy. We need to, you know, blood, sweat, and tears to achieve, and so on and so forth. When in actuality is what you believe is what you give power to. So if you believe that the world is a horrible place, then that you're going to be shown more of that. If you believe the world is a beautiful place, you're going to be shown more of that. So we're being asked to use this new moon and this spring equinox energy and the Pluto energy, like all of these energies that are partnering for our benefit, So they're really asking us to step up. You know, step up for yourself. Step up for the place within yourself that, you know, it's time for me to create. It's time for me to live the life that I want to live. So write your story. And as you're writing your story, feel it. Enjoy it. Like you're laying on a beach on a vacation that you've never had time to take. And how does it feel? How does the sand feel? How does the sun feel? How does the water feel? Like, are you having a cocktail? Are you having a coconut water? Like, whatever you incorporate that helps you to instill that feel good, use that, because that's going to help that feeling to create, because the universe only responds to what we feel. So if you don't believe it and you don't feel it, and you're writing the story and you're kind of longing for it, and you're like, oh, and you're doubting it or whatever, that's the energy you're putting out. So you're pushing that vibration of receiving further back. So feel it, believe it, trust it, know in it, and be patient, because divine timing is everything. Okay. All right, my love. So I can start with, if there's nobody that's ready for a reading.
There is.
There is? Okay. All right.
So number one, we have Kathy.
Okay.
And just a note, anybody who is looking to have a reading, just put a little note in the comment box. We are following along there.
Well, my daughter's following along there, because I'm definitely not. Okay. So for Kathy, what do we have? So we're going to start with the surrender cards, because, we have to let go of things so we can create. And they told me to use the surrender cards. That's what I'm doing. So your first card is surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome is sabotaging it. And surrendered stubbornness. Don't we love these ones? If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and with yourself. And they're asking me for one more. Surrender obsessive overthinking. If you are obsessing about a person, place, or thing or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even resolve any issues. Okay. So those are your surrenders, my love. And
Who are the surrender cards by? Who are the surrender cards by?
Judith Orloff. It's this one.
Don't hold it up to me.
These are the surrender cards. I know not I pull these and people are like, oh. But, they always call us out on our shit, trust me. I pull those when I'm feeling a little lost or uncertain. And, yeah, they always tell me about myself, so. Okay. So, your first card is number 9, allowance. And then you have voice, resurrection, humility, and your last one, our last two, I am ready to receive love. When I respect money, my money respects me. All right, so for your other ones, so it's about like having this awareness of understanding that you are on your journey and everyone else is on their journey, and it's giving you this place of empowerment to almost like an acceptance of being non-judgmental and not allowing other people's journeys or other people's choices to infect you or inflict or change, your own thoughts and your own power. So they're just asking you to make sure that you're allowing grace for yourself, allowing yourself to see things from that higher perspective, and allowing yourself to be gentle, because it's like there's still a little bit of frustration there, and they're just asking you to make sure that you're continuing to look from that higher perspective, because if you get out of that ick really quickly, and using your authentic voice, because when you're speaking your authentic truth, you're speaking from your heart space, you're speaking from a place of empowerment and passion and joy, and it's like, listen, I'm allowed to feel how I am, and I'm allowed to be who I am, and I'm not here to I guess you can say, sugarcoat things for whoever you're speaking to or whatever situation you're dealing with. And it's a resurrection of your soul. Like, you've come home to this place of empowerment. You've come home to this place of your soul purpose. So there's a lot coming forward that's really, you're not going to see it coming, but in the most beautiful way. So it's like a chaos, but a really healthy and fun chaos, and a place of like joy and like all these feelings of understanding. It's like, oh, and you're creating it by being present. You're creating it by just flowing with things as they come forward, kind of thing. And it's such a powerful energy to be in, and a powerful energy for you to engage with, because it's not holding you back any longer. Like, there's this freedom, there's this place of passion for life, and passion for what you want in life, and not kind of dimming your light down for other people's comfort. So they're just saying to, that power of resurrection, that power of, I know who I am now, I'm standing up in my own power, and I love my life, and I'm doing what I want to do, and this is helping you to create more of the freedom that you're seeking in your life. Okay. All right, my love, I hope that resonated.
Up next we have Anne.
Okay. Hello, Anne. Let's see, my love. What do we have for you?
Let's just make sure that they're still there. Maybe as you're pulling the cards, you can hold them up as well so people can see the artwork on them.
Okay.
Yeah, Anne is still here, and okay. Kathy said definitely did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In terms of the resignation.
Excellent. Okay. So for Anne, Okay. So Anne, my love, we have surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be in service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared about, whether you're afraid of change in a job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat this affirmation. I have faith that all is well. So for me, it feels like the ego card is very much about the unhealed ego, where there's still some outdated vibrational energy with like frustration or bitterness towards the situation, and you're not allowing your authentic, loving self to, kind of step forward and say, no, I lovingly release this, I lovingly let this go, because your ego doesn't like change. And whenever we have our unhealed ego step up there, it's always in a sense of conflict, and they want to keep us the same, so to speak. So they're just asking you to find your balance with your divine masculine and your divine feminine, because it feels like there's been a fight or flight that you've come out of, and that unhealed ego is still attached to that place of fight or flight. So they're just saying to step fully into that healed part of yourself where you've been working on. It feels very heart-centered and very heavy. So it's like you have to come out of this heaviness of weight of that wasn't even yours. It doesn't feel like it was your burdens or your suffering, like you were kind of taking on somebody else's pain or suffering and trying to be the savior or to rescue or to help in some way, shape, or form. You have fairness, balance, trust, stargazing, assistance, control. So it just feels like very much about you taking that step for yourself in empowerment. You taking that step to stand up in your full power, in that goddess power, in that divine feminine energy, who is still strong and powerful, but also nurturing and kind. But they're asking you to direct that to yourself, like direct that that energy of healing and nurturing towards yourself, because you need that self-love. You need to, all the love that you've been giving and sharing and dishing out, so to speak, you need to start and give that love to yourself in order to find that balance in divine masculine and divine feminine, so that one is not kind of stronger than the other in that sense. And when those are in balance, it's powerful and beautiful. And divine feminine and divine masculine are both extremely powerful forces, but it feels like there was an attachment still with that fight or flight energy. So they're just asking to, remember how far you've come, remember how much work you've already done. And these are just like old energies coming up, and things that just need to be dismissed, so to speak. Say, I see you and I let you go with love. And that's allowing yourself to love yourself in the places where you may not have felt loved. And they're just asking you to find that balance and find that self-love and that self-compassion in order to really align yourself with what is to come and the life that you're creating for yourself. It's like that rest and rejuvenate. Like, take time to, lay down and look up at the stars kind of thing, and just, trust this process, and trust in yourself. Trust in the fact that you've got this, and trust in the fact that what is to come is better than what you are turning away from, so to speak. It's like old energy that just isn't serving you because it's not on the level that you're on as far as energetically and the healing that you've done. And they're just asking you to stay in that place of empowerment, so that you don't allow unhealthy comforts or toxic comforts to misguide you in some way, shape, or form. Okay? All right, my love, I hope that helps, and I hope that resonates. Stay well. Okay.
Okay, up next we have Lady Gentle.
Lady Gentle.
That's Alicia. And Anne said that helps. Thank you.
You're welcome, my love. Okay. So, Lady Gentle, we have surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. And then you have ancestors, home, and centered. So they're very much focused on you doing a lot of ancestral healing and a lot of finding that place within yourself, that home within yourself, that place of empowerment, that place of security, that place of safety, where you're no longer seeking validation from outside sources. You're no longer searching for anything outside of yourself to place value on who you are or what you bring to the table, so to speak. And it's very much canceling out ancestral issues that you've carried forward from ancestors that have come before you. So there's asking you to find that balance and ground and center yourself in your own power, in your building that security and that safety and that love within yourself, because that's what you're going to emanate. That's what you're going to send out to the universe, so to speak. And your home is within you. Your all the love that you've been searching outside of yourself is within you. And they're just saying, like, as soon as you have that epiphany or that light bulb moment, that it's going to feel like, yes, hold on, why am I searching outside of myself for what I can give to myself? And remember that this journey home to love, this journey home to your authentic self, this journey home to your heart center is clearing energy that is not in service to you right now. Is clearing that energy of boundaries. So, and by boundaries I mean you're like you're putting boundaries around your heart, and you not giving yourself that depth of unconditional source love, unconditional love that you deserve, because how you love you is how you're teaching others to love you. And so they're saying to make sure that you're taking those steps to go within, and taking those steps to find that place within you, because it is within you, and you know it's there. It's just you're just clearing away some of the stagnancy. You're clearing away some of the old energy that has caused, some blockages in your heart chakra. So they're saying to, tap into your higher power, tap into your ancestral power. Remember, our ancestors don't just come forward in a sense for us to heal ancestral traumas and whatnot. They also step forward with their knowledge, their wisdom, their power. So they're saying they're not just asking you to heal this, ancestral issues, so to speak, but they're asking you to engage with them and talk to them and use their gifts, use their powers to benefit you, where it's going to help you to feel empowered and help you to have like that strength and that confidence within yourself, so that you can clear out the rest of that stagnant energy that's kind of holding you back and keeping you small almost. You're not shining the light that you are. You're not allowing yourself to shine and have that confidence and that love for yourself that you can bring to the collective and bring to the world. Okay. All right, my love, I hope that resonates. And remember to take care of you. Okay.
Up next, we have Maria.
Maria, let me see. Spirit's like, no, this deck.
Lady Justice said, thank you, you don't miss. With the heart.
Take care, my love. Okay, then. Okay. So we have satisfaction for Maria. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Freedom. Freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Friendliness. You are able to recognize the traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And so right away they're just really bringing me into the freedom. Like, the freedom to be exactly who you are, the freedom to show up for yourself and show up as yourself authentically, no matter what and no matter where you are. You also have follow your dreams and intuition. I like these two together. So by you standing up and being your authentic self and being in this place of personal power, you are allowing your intuition and allowing your authentic intrinsic self to expand and to, like, there's just feels like there's a fast forward motion. Like they're showing me this wheel and it's like rolling down this hill, and that's like this momentum of who you are and who you came here to be has just picked up, and it's like your intuition and your spiritual gifts are expanding faster than you can even keep up with, so to speak. It's like you're getting an influx of information, like a lot with your dreams, a lot with your, like, these epiphanies, and it's just this expansive energy and this passion for really being who you are. It's like, so they show me the sacral chakra, and it's just showing me that passion and that divine feminine power is like finally being allowed to be, and you're tapping into her, and you're tapping into that self-nurturing, and as well as holding space for yourself, holding space for those moments where you may not be feeling your best, because it's really allowing you to expand and be just to be present and just to be you, and just to be like, it's okay that I'm feeling shitty right now. Let me just catch a breath, have some water, and boom, you're back, kind of thing. So it's like you're they're saying your bounce back game. And this is empowering your dreams. Like, this is literally feeding the energy that is needed to expand your dreams. They're also asking me to bring you to numbers 8 and 5 if you're seeing those numbers, and 2s. So we're 22s. And they're just asking you to stay in this vibe, stay like, go with this wheel, like keep flowing and keep expanding, and yeah, just keep being you, and don't let things stop you. Don't, like, if there's a little bump in the road, you're like, they literally show me the wheel just bouncing right over it, like, okay, whatever. Like, but in the healthiest and most beautiful way. So they're asking you to focus on your dreams and be present with them. Like, don't focus on the tomorrows and all that kind of stuff, but focus on your dreams and creating them in this moment. Focus on your dreams and make them yours, and do it from your heart center, because that's what's bringing them into fruition. That's what's bringing them into this physical realm, so to speak. Okay, my love, I hope that resonates.
Okay, next up we have Anthony.
Okay, Anthony.
Let me just make sure that they're still here. That he's still here.
Anthony, are you with us?
Yep.
Yeah, I just felt. Okay. Anthony. So, surrender comparison with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Surrender attachments to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Surrender to creativity. Perfect for this vibe. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And then we have heart chakra and emergence. So there's a lot going on with a deeper healing, like a deeper sense of longing and desire for a life that you want to create, a life that you actually want to be living without burdens, without weight, without the heaviness of what you have been living. There's just a lot of baggage to let go of, and to allow yourself to let go. It's like you're not quite giving yourself permission to emerge from this place of burden and heaviness and outdated energy. There's like that sense of obligation, or that sense of the attachment that people have to an old sense of you, like, because, oh, you know, you'll take care of it, you'll do it, like, they're just asking you to step into your full power and step into this place of expansion where you're no longer allowing things to hold you back. You're no longer allowing others to. There's like emotional warfare, emotional manipulation kind of energy, like guilt or shame or something that's holding you kind of in a stuck pattern, in a repeating pattern that isn't serving you, and that isn't for your highest good. It's just, it's almost like a karmic connection that, you know, came to teach you, came to help you to expand, came to help you to elevate yourself by choosing yourself. So they're just asking you to really tap into that heart center, really tap into that deep heart, that heart healing and that heart chakra, because the more you clear it and the more you work with it and the more you learn to trust yourself, the more you are open without fear to, you know, living the life that you truly want to live, and living in that, in the sense of freedom, in that sense of I choose me, and doing it confidently and selflessly, because, you know, it's almost like there's a an energy of like you feeling selfish because you're choosing you over somebody else's desire or somebody else's expectation of you, so to speak. So they're just asking you to clear that because, you know, selflessness is selfish. It is not selfish. It's freeing and clearing because you have to do what's best for you. You have to live your life for you because nobody else can do it for you. Remember, we can't come from the place of lack when it comes to love. It has to be from that place of your cup is full and you're giving from that overflow, because it's like they're just dipping their straw right into your cup, and it just feels very almost like a manipulative energy that's trying to keep you stuck, because you have this potential to expand and to be this elevated divine being, because that's your natural vibration, and they're kind of, there's like a fear base because what about them, or you know, that kind of an energy. So they're just asking you to really tap into that heart center and really tap into that place of expansion, and you're going to emerge in a beautiful way. So remember, they're showing me that lotus. So it's like anytime, remember the lotus grows out of mud. The lotus grows from muck. So from pure darkness and muck. So once you're able to emerge out of that and, you know, just see that light out of the muck, that's going to help that expansion and help the clearing so you can, you know, move forward for you and do what's best for you. All right, my love, I hope that helps and resonates. Do we want to do a collective pull or no?
Let's have a look here. Yep, he said killed it. Let's do a collective pull. Or I guess you can do it for me.
Ah, really?
Sure, go ahead.
She's like, fine. All right, sweetheart, let's see. And I'm starting with your favorite cards.
Surrender my blood key.
So, surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Surrender your need to always be right. This was my card forever. I kept getting this one every time I pulled. Mm-hmm. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. See, that wasn't so bad?
Okay.
Right? And oh, okay then. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. So I'm sensing a theme.
Love.
Wow. No, it's that self-love and that tapping into your source love, because that's going to help you to emanate that everywhere you go. So it's like you're only going to attract that loving vibration. You're only going to attract that which you feel, right? So as within, so without. So if we feel love within, that's what we attract outside of us. It's like as above, so below, right? The same thing. Like if we are thinking negative or thinking, you know, people suck and, you know, life shit and all that kind of stuff, then that's what we're grounding our energy into. So they want you to find that balance in finding that and tapping into that and expanding that source love that's within you, because then you can kind of see from that perspective of everyone is on their own journey, and it's not their journey is not for you to understand. It's only for you to understand your journey and how much love you can emanate back into the collective, because that's the world we're creating. So there's asking you to tap into that, because once you fully tap into that place of love, like that source love, unstoppable. Unstoppable. And don't roll your eyes.
I didn't.
She probably did. And then you have my happiness can be measured by the level of my faith in love. Are we sticking with the theme, I think, huh? Yeah, we got back to the love theme. I'm just saying. That's what they're saying. Okay. Whew.
All right. So lastly, a collective. Let's talk about how this Aries season is going to benefit the collective.
Oh, it's been freaking tastic. Okay. And Pluto in Aquarius. Huge. And that's like all about the collective. And all about the collective change that yeah, I love it. The first card's diamond. For collective power.
Mm-hmm.
So all the pressure that we have been on and been through in a collective sense is now creating that diamond, right? So it's creating that place of power and self-empowerment, and we're creating the world that we want. Like, we've come out of this world of 1,000 years of darkness, 1,000 years of hate and war and unhealed divine masculine energy, and now we've stepped into the healed divine feminine, which is balancing with the divine masculine energy, and it's creating this place of higher vibration. So we are shifting into that loving vibration and that empowerment, where they're saying love is going to heal everything. Like, literally, love is the answer. Love is healing, and okay, delight and change. So we're making that change, right? And it is delightful, and it's about choosing an empowerment. So it's about all of us choosing. We have to make the choice to choose love. We have to make the choice to align with bliss. We have to make the choice to align with our highest vibration for ourselves as individuals and for the collective. We're in this power of creating the world we want to live in. So do you want to live in a world of love where, there's a respect? So not that we have to, we're not buddy with everybody, and not everyone's our best friend, but we respect that person for being exactly who they are. And if everybody had respect, there would be no violence, there'd be no hate, there'd be no ick energy, so to speak, because it's like, you know what, you can go live your life and I'm not going to judge you for it, but I'm going to go live mine over there, right? So it's a value for life. It's a value for the fact that our collective energy comes from love. So they're really asking us to step up and to be the power of change, be the power of enlightenment and abundance. I welcome abundance, and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. So I know personally, I already live an abundant life. I choose to, and I choose to see, the good and the love, and that's where I vibrate. I vibrate love because that's what I choose. And, I used to be a very hostile person. Extremely. I was a volatile child. But, through my journey, I have chosen love. That's what's important to me. That's what matters to me, and that's what I emanate, because that's what I want for the collective. So we're all in that same vibration of a choice. It's with this energy, especially today, and especially right now, this whole week is about choice. Are you choosing to be in that loving vibration, or are you choosing to be in that vibration of ick and suffering and pity and hate and judgment and all that kind of crap? Or are you choosing to be like, I choose love. That's all. I choose love. I don't need to find my purpose. My purpose will find me. And that's, again, when we are vibrating in that higher vibration of love and joy and bliss, all the good shit finds us, right? It comes to look for us, because that's what we're vibrating out. So we are magnets. The more you feel bliss and harmony and peace and all of those kinds of wonderful things, the more you'll receive all of that in return. So it's a time of great empowerment. It's a time of soul change and aligning with our soul purpose, aligning with our higher selves, and really expanding all of our gifts. Every single one of us are gifted. We've just been told throughout, you know, our society and the families and whatever, we've been told that we're limited beings in one way or another, and we're not. We are limitless beings, and we are in the power of creation. So guys, listen. Create the life you want. Write your story. Write it, believe in it, trust in it. Do whatever you can to make it feel, you know, beneficial and joyful and happy, because that is what you're creating. So jump on the love train, jump on the, you know, the train to bliss, and, you know, let's all do it together, right? Okay. Hold on, they want me to pull one more. Oh. Fours and eights. So we have, okay, it wasn't one more. So we have 33, communication, 66, healing, 26, love partnership. So again, it's about love, and we are coming together in this place, you know, where love is guiding us and love is empowering us, and the more we choose to love our journey and trust our journey, the more our journey is going to give back to us. Okay. All right, my loves. I believe that is it. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you guys again. We usually do this on IG, but we thought we'd try it here tonight because why not?
We'll be here moving forward.
Yeah, because IG is glitchy and annoying, and I don't like it. So I hope to see you again in a couple of weeks, more than likely.
Yep.
And we will be posting some card readings and some little updates and stuff as we move along. But please, guys, enjoy this beautiful new moon. Enjoy this amazing, beautiful evening and all the power that it's bringing to you. And stay blessed. I love you all. Thank you.